Gunfreaknation. It's President TElectrik. For those that are still undecided about going out there and purchasing you a firearm, my question to you is, what are you waiting for? Why are you waiting? Are you depending on somebody else to come to your rescue? I mean, what if savages run up in your home? If they run up in your house, ask yourself this: how are you going to defend your family, defend your life against these savages? We definitely Gun Freak Nation. I know I'm preaching to the choir right now. However, it's a lot of people that's out there right now that say they have no reason to even, give me a reason to own a firearm. Because they think if something first of all, they think that nothing can ever happen to them, or that it only happened to, in certain neighborhoods. Well, last time I checked, savages got the upper hand on that guy that lived in Rochester Hills, which is like $1 million homes, So it's a better neighborhood, but there are no more safe neighborhoods. I'm trying to wrap my mind around the fact that it's so much going on in this world right now, and there's still people that, I get emails, all the time. I read the comments. Every comment that get left under my video, I always read it, and just about every time I upload a video of somebody on there that's telling me how they trying to convince a friend or a family member to get armed, so they can defend themselves. My question to that, my answer to that would be, it's unfortunate, man. Everybody is not gonna take your, they not gonna listen to you. They're not gonna heed your warning. You're gonna have to take it upon yourself to not even worry about them no more, because worrying about them would cause you to get distracted, and a savage will get you. So if they don't want to listen, you can't make a grown person, do nothing that they don't want to do. Sometimes you got to let them bump their own head. And I hate to say this, but if they have to find out the hard way, then it is what it is, because they didn't listen, But we facing an uncertain future in this country, man. The path that this country has been on the last 3.5, 4 years have been utterly just destructive. From the border being wide open, to inflation, to money going everywhere else but to help American citizens. Come on, man. You put all that together in a gumbo pot, that's a recipe for self-destruction. Those are all the ingredients for chaos and disorder. And the person that partook in this, that partaked in it, is trying to get 4 more years of the same old. She does a good talk, but she act like we have amnesia or something, as if you just now coming on the scene when you've been in the White House the last 3.5, 4 years. Make it make sense. If you really love this country, why ain't you orchestrating and doing what you're talking about doing now, why ain't you doing it right now? Ask yourself that. Why haven't you done it already? So we got so much stacked on top of us that we're facing. And on top of that, she still want to take our guns away. Make it make sense, man. I mean, if you keep the borders wide open, any and everybody, they ain't even got to sneak in no more. They're just coming over. It's already been confirmed that it's like 14,000 illegal aliens that have been convicted of murder. That's set loose, that's running around in the country right now, that's in this country right now. 16,000 rapists in this country right now that will stop and let go, and they roaming around free in the country now. And I'm not just talking about, we dealing with enough from American savages, but now you got the illegal alien, they savages on a whole nother level, coming from them third world countries. You know, they violence is off the chain. And we already got violent criminals here. The Harris and Biden administration, man, they pouring gasoline on fire. So now we got these elections ahead of us, and you know, in a week and a half, we got an election. Everybody, I just want everybody to remain as peaceful as they can be, because it's going to be come election day, it's going to be some happy people and it's going to be some angry people, and it just might spill over into some violence. And I just need each and every one of y'all to just be ready. You know, if it come knocking at your door, handle it. I don't know what the laws is in your state, in your neck of the wood, but I know here in Michigan, we got the castle doctrine. We got stand your ground here. So anybody that think they want to try me, then go ahead and do it. But you gonna leave in a stretcher. You come up in my crib, you know. I'm not trying to anybody can be got. You can't let nobody get the drop on you. You know, that video when the cops came to my home, to my house, a lot of people had in the comments, well, T, why you had your door open? Why you got your door, wide open? Because I can. I'm not one to live in fear. I'm not telling nobody to live in fear. I'm not telling nobody to make your house a prison. I'm telling y'all to be savage ready. If somebody ballsy enough to run up on my porch and break my armor guard door open and get in, because I got two front doors. I got my main door and I got my armor guard door. I chill in my living room all day with my door open. I don't let no savages pump fear in me where I can't even, I got to be uncomfortable chilling in my living room watching TV, and I got to keep my door closed. I understand it's safe to do that. That's, the safe thing to do, but you still got to live your life. And the minute that you give up certain freedom, especially in your own home, guess who wins? The savages win, man. Don't never let it get that bad to where you afraid to chill in your house with your door open. Because you know what? I got something right beside me. If they want to run up and do something, then trust me, you would never catch me unarmed. They're going to be saying straight to Funky Town, you know. But that's me and my personal business and preference. I'm not here to tell y'all what to do and how to run y'all house. If y'all want to, you know, be secluded and make sure everything is locked down, that's your prerogative. You feel me? You know? But I'm going to do me. Ain't no savage going to scare me. And if one of them want to run up in here, hey, they run up in here, they're gonna be running back out. Or they're going to be carried out, one or the other. I need each and every one of y'all to just realize just how crucial this thing we got called life. I've seen so many people, you know, check up out of here, man. And especially when it's not their time and they still young and got so much to live for, but for whatever choice, man, for whatever reason, they not here at the hands of a savage, at the hands of something stupid and dumb that you could have just walked away from. It's a whole lot than just, you know, being a firearm owner, a gun owner. You got, like I tell y'all over and over again, this right here is your biggest advantage. You hear me? This right here, this is your biggest weapon. That gun that you got is just merely a tool to defend yourself. If you ain't conducting yourself the proper way and know how to move, you're going to get railroaded, man. You're going to get out there and you're going to do something stupid and hurt somebody, or somebody going to hurt you, or even worse. So you got to always keep that mindset and be ready to be the bigger person and walk away. Because when you walk away, you're walking away with your life, your freedom, with your livelihood, and the means to take care of your family. Don't let no devil or no demonic savage get you out of character to where you machinate energy. Because the minute that you lose control over your emotions, it's not going to end well for you. Because you're no longer thinking with your intelligence, but you're, you know, reacting off of emotion. And it's a lot of people that's no longer here because they were so quick to react off of all the anger instead of walking away, just staying cool and not letting that savage or devil, you know, provoke them. You know what I'm saying? So now they either in jail or they in the cemetery or in one of them urns sitting up on the fireplace. You have to take this serious, man. Everybody need to adapt to their environment, adapt to be able to adapt in any situation to where they are indeed savage ready. And you have to be savage ready 24/7. Even in your own home, they will try you. And that's the worst of the worst. So for those who are watching this that are on the fence, you got to just think about it, man. What if it's a situation where there is no police to call? I would never, ever put my livelihood and the protection of my family at the hands of the police, you know, calling 911, hoping and praying that they get here in time to save my family. That's not even being a man, if you ask me. Who does that? If you watching this video right now and somebody kick in your back door, your side door, climb through your window, and you don't have a gun to defend yourself, how is that being a man? When you running and hiding and dialing 911 and, please send the police. I hope and pray that they get to my house, get to me in time to protect me and my family. That's so unmanly. You got to have, you got to love yourself and love your family enough to where you are willing to go to the depths of hell protecting them. And if you're going to go out fighting. But I tell you, get your training in, man. Get comfortable with that firearm if you do decide to get one. Because you're going to need it. I'm telling you right now that we are in perilous times. And I don't see it getting no better no time soon. This administration has ran this country into hell. And they don't care anything about you. In my opinion, it's the less of two evils. I watched Trump today, and I love when he got on that stage and he was like, you know what? If I get elected, I'm not trying to take your guns away. I support the Second Amendment. You have a right to be armed. He even went as far, I thought I was looking, at one of my videos, when he even went as far as saying, what if one of them, illegal migrants, kick in your door? What if you get one of them savages, American savages, kick in your door? What you gonna do? You need something to protect yourself. Even he realized that. You got to be dealing with a evil person that wants you to be at the mercy of a savage. When she's talking about taking away your guns, she talking about AR-15s, AK-47, anything that gives you the advantage against a bunch of savages that's trying to break up in your house. She wanna take that away. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Now, allegedly, we have terrorist cells already in this country right now that's ready to be activated when they get the order. And it wasn't hard for them to sneak in. They came in right across the border. So I don't know what lay ahead, and I pray to God that my predictions is wrong. But you need to be prepared for the worst. Hope for the best, like I'm hoping for the best. But you need to be prepared for the worst. You really do need to be prepared for the worst. Let's hope for the best. Hope and pray for the best. But be prepared for the worst. And that preparation entails that you get you a gun. Get you a gun. Train with that gun. Take your life serious. This is not a video game where you get to come back. Because if you lose this precious thing called life, that's it. Ain't no coming back. You can believe whatever that you want to believe, but have you seen anybody that you know of that passed and came back in your lifetime? We don't know what's going to happen. You can believe, and I'm not taking shots at nobody's faith or, but I'm just telling you, use your common sense. Use your common God-given sense and arm yourself. It's even in the Bible, people. Arm yourself. Because if the society collapses and there's no food, where there is no food, you will find desperate people. And when people are desperate, they are willing to do any and everything to accomplish their needs. So if it's going to be hungry people running around, people that you thought was your friend will turn on you. They would try to raid your house. Hell, you can't even let people really know what all you got, because when it hit the fan, guess who they gonna target? You. So in a true hit the fan situation, you can't even trust your so-called friends. You really you have to position yourself to be independent. Put it that way. Independent, not dependent on no police, not dependent on the government. Depend on yourself. And the right hand don't have to know what the left hand doing. That's in the Bible too. You ain't got to put all your business out there and let your neighbors or your so-called friends, because you'll be surprised who turn on you when in a shit hit the fan situation. You can't trust no one. Gunfreaknation, listen, y'all stay safe out there. I really truly feel that we head into some dark days and ain't no light in sight, so just be safe out there. You never know who plotting against you. You just never know what savage you may encounter today. So if you can get your concealed carry license, get it, because you don't want to be in that situation where you taking your last breath and you like, how in the hell did this happen to me? You don't want to be in that predicament, in that type of situation, because it can happen. Remember that show? What was it called? Like 1,000 Ways to, I feel like the country has gotten to that point to where, man, it's crazy out there. And y'all need to be ready. Gunfreaknation, I love you. I pray that everything be okay. I'm not necessarily a religious man, but I do believe in a higher power. I do believe in that. And I pray that, everything be okay. But I also got the wisdom to know that it's a whole lot of evil in this world. It's a whole lot of savages in this world. It's a whole lot of savages that's right in your neighborhood right now. And they don't have a problem doing harm to you and your family. You got to get them off. And you got somebody that's running for president right now that's trying to take away your fundamental freedoms. And that is the freedom to be able to defend yourself, to have whatever, firearm you find sufficient enough. Because guess what? The savages already got them. And if they coming in heavily armed, AK-47, AR-15, and all you got is your Glock or your handgun, and it's just one of you and several of them, and they all heavily armed, it's not going to look so, it ain't looking good for you, brother. It ain't, or sister. And I'm not knocking you, because any gun is better than no gun. But I still say you need to have that firepower, that heavy firepower that will get them off of you. Because guess what? If they got an AR and they see you with an AR, you the equalizer. You on the same level. Whether, I don't care if it's 10 of them. You got an AR or an AK, you're an equalizer. Because all 10 of them, they ain't gonna stand in line. They don't want to get hit by that. You know, they don't want to get hit by that. You got the firepower, you got the capacity, you got the you got the 3 points of contact, which gonna make it a lot easier to get on target. You know, I mean, it's so many levels to this that it boils down to your living situation. Where you live at? Do you have neighbors? What type of rounds you got, loaded in your firearm? Do you got the rounds the hollow points, the fragmentation ones, where if it hit drywall, it's going to break apart regardless? It's a lot that go into this, You have to be ready 24/7. But anyway, Gun Freak Nation, I love y'all. Get armed. If you love yourself, if you love your family, get armed and never depend on the police or this government to rescue you. It's the same government, the same administration that got us in this mess in the first place. So you definitely should not trust them. They want to put you at a disadvantage. But anyway, Gun Freak Nation, listen, y'all stay armed, stay responsible with your firearms, stay righteous, and send that dirty, demonic, savage to Funky Town. Salute, Gun Freak Nation. Love y'all.